Yo, what's up, guys? We had some technical difficulties. It's like the third fucking try, but welcome back to the Create You podcast. This is like the fifth episode. We had Andy on last time. We got my boy Jacob. What's good, Brody?
What's up?
How you living?
Living good, bruh.
So tell the people about you a little bit. Tell them what they need to know about Jake.
I was born here.
Yeah, don't tell them where we live at, bro.
Joined the military right after high school. I'm on my second contract.
How many years have you been there so far?
Forward. I've been in for almost 5 years in August.
Damn.
Next month.
That minute, bro.
Yeah. I'm a medic. Just got promoted to sergeant.
When that happened?
That was like a month ago. Actually, no. Yeah.
And how have you liked it, like being in the military, the army?
It's nice. I like how one of the best things, honestly, like outside of the people, you meet great people. You meet a lot of great people, but you meet a lot of like
so people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, outside of the people, I would say like I'm never doing the same thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'll
Maybe
do like
staying active too
every once in a while, but like most of the time, like throughout a week, I'm almost never doing the same thing every day.
Right.
So
that's real.
it's nice. Doesn't
and going to the army, is that something that you wanted to do, like since a kid, or what?
Yeah.
Really?
My grandpa was in the military, so
What did he do?
I can't remember. He was in the Marines, but honestly, we never talked much about it. But
Really?
he's a good man, so always wanted to be like him.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So is there anything that the military has taught you, like any valuable lesson? I'm sure that it has, but like what's kind of stood out to you? Like what's most important, you think?
I think I appreciate a lot more.
Really?
Because it sucks. I mean, it's great.
Being in the military?
No, well, yeah. It's not the best, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I enjoy it. It's not that, like, I hate my life or anything, but it sucks sometimes. Like,
what about it sucks?
Just some of the things we do, it's like dumb things.
Like in terms of like physical activities or tests or something like that?
Oh, no, like, just everything. Some of the things, like, I'm just trying to think. Like, for one, we'll do PT no matter what, bro. No matter if it's snowing, if it's raining,
that makes sense.
Which, I mean,
that makes sense.
Fit,
yeah,
I guess.
That's real.
But there are like so many gyms on post, but no. It'll be like, if it's a run day, we're doing a run no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, there could be a tornado down the road, but more than likely, we're doing a freaking run. But
yo, that's crazy.
I mean, there's like layouts and stuff, just little things that like they suck in the moment, but I mean, it kind of makes you like appreciate like the good times.
I feel you.
I could like literally that's another thing too, like the housing, it's not the best, so I could come out and I could get like something really cheap, or like you're not like going to be high class if you get out.
Yeah, I feel you.
I guess you probably will be, but hard to explain.
But yeah, so being in the military for you, you've been there for 5 years. What's the best part about it? Or let's start with the bad. What's the worst part about being in the military?
I don't know. Well, actually, I think one thing that can ruin someone's like career or time in the military is definitely other people who like every day they go to work and they're like just complaining all day and like trying to like just doing whatever they can to not even it just seems like they're trying to make it worse. They're just people who talk about it and constantly remind you, because yeah, it sucks, but like, do I want to be hearing every 5 minutes that
it sucks? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, it definitely would make it worse.
No.
Having that mindset for sure.
Like the other day we worked like an hour past what we usually get off, and we were out in the sun, like it was like over 100, bro, and we were like moving crates and stuff, just doing a layout, and the people I was out there with, we were just having a good time. We were throwing water at each other, like, like messing around. Even like there was like some higher ups out there, and like everybody was just chilling. But like that's one of the things. Like it can suck, but we're out there having a good time. You don't
Right.
even tell that you're out past 5 or working
Yeah, I
later.
got you. It
You're
just kind
having
of
a good
goes by
time.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're having a good
What
time.
exactly do you do? What's like your job? Like, what is the title of it?
Well, I was in headquarters, so I would just be doing like I don't even know. We'd just hang out till someone comes in and they need something medical, like medical readiness.
Hmm.
So like when you're on the line, you are like line medics. They basically make sure that they're guys within the platoon. No, I thought that was just me.
That was Lola, bro.
No, she's like, nah, that wasn't me.
Lola just farted. Y'all probably can't hear it, but she's right in front of us right now. So,
Oh, sorry. But the guys on the line, they have their companies that they're attached to, and they like make sure that all those guys are
yeah.
medically ready. So like in terms of like dental or
Oh, really?
vision, which they don't do it, but like basically they're like the senior medic will be like, hey, because there's 2 platoons or 2 companies,
Hmm.
and one medic, he'll tell one medic for the first one, basically, hey, these guys are red, they need to go do dental, or they need to go do vision, they need to go do hearing.
Oh, okay. I see
And
what you're
then
saying.
they'll go to the other guy down, like whoever it was.
It's like a
and they'll be
basic
yeah.
kind of like check-in,
Yeah,
kind of.
basically make sure that they made an appointment and that they go
And
and
they
do
go
it.
to their stuff. That's pretty
So
cool.
that's
Though.
what they do.
They kind of take care of that for you, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they do. But since I was in headquarters, I just got moved to a line spot. So I'm a senior medic for Apache now. So
Oh wow.
I was in headquarters for like the last 2 months, so I was just doing like multiple stuff, making sure our vehicles were ready, making sure we had medical equipment. People would come in and we'd do like their vision, just checkups and stuff like that. We do sick call every morning. But now that I'll be on the senior line spot, I'll be the guy telling the lower enlisted to
you'll tell
go
them
tell
you're
those
kinda
guys, yeah.
like a
So,
manager, I guess,
yeah,
position.
I'll be chilling. I won't be out in the heat no more.
Yeah,
Go out the summer,
that'll
so
be
I
good.
got lucky.
Yeah, that'll be real good then. So I guess piggybacking off of that, that was the worst. We kind of got from
Yeah.
that to that. So what would be the best thing about being in the military? What are some of the few things that you do enjoy that you
bro,
like?
there's so many benefits to being in the military, dude.
Other
Like,
people get enlist
mean-
them, tell them to go enlist
I
right
mean-
now. Be a recruiter.
it's not for everyone, that's for sure. But
Who is it for? Who do you think? And who is it not
I don't
for?
know. I think
Maybe that's easier to answer. Who is
It's-
it not for?
if you don't like being told what to do, you're not going to enjoy your first contract when you're
Yeah.
lower enlisted.
But I feel like that's anywhere though, right? Like
Yeah.
anything that you do,
But
there's
it's
someone always
not.
above
It's
you.
not like
Typically.
working at some restaurant and the manager's like, "Hey, go clean this table." You're like, "Fuck." You're like, "Fuck that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I quit."
You could just
You can't quit. Like you signed a contract
Stuck
and
there.
there's like ways to get out, but it's not an overnight thing.
right.
And by the
Damn.
time you were like in that process, you're like, "Fuck, I should have just
Stuck it
did my
out.
time
Yeah.
and got out." But
That's real.
after your first contract, it's pretty nice. Like, not even your first contract. Once you get a little bit of rank, it's pretty chill. Like, not many people will tell you things. You have a little bit more respect.
Mm.
It's pretty
Hey,
nice. Definitely notice a difference from
hey,
when you
Come
get a
over
little
here,
bit of
bitch.
rank.
hold on, bro. Lola, come here.
She's trying to hop on the podcast, bruh. Say your piece,
Go
Lola.
lay down, man. Go lay down over there. Go. Having a dog is the worst. We just need to get a studio for the podcast because she thinks she runs shit around here. Lay down.
She like make my shit straight.
Lay down, bro. What's a misconception that people have about the military or maybe just the army? What do you think that is?
I don't know, because a lot of things people do say are like pretty spot on.
Really?
Like, it's hard to think. There's some pretty like super cool people that like kind of like I guess carry on that. You know, when you think of someone in the military, you think they're like,
Real like strict and stern and
yeah, who,
straight to the
and
books kind
yeah.
of dudes.
I don't know, bro.
Lola's out here trying to play games.
Tough question. I can't. I'll need
feel you.
some time for
All right, let me
or something.
see what I got in the vault for these questions right quick.
Lola, you trying to say something?
So let's see what we got. I asked my my homie some of these questions. Let's see. This is a really good one. What do you think are the most important things that people should figure out in their 20s?
Definitely. I think self-worth. I think once
Mhm.
you realize that, you know, a lot of people don't have a lot of confidence.
Mhm.
It's a very confusing stage going through your 20s,
Yeah, definitely.
especially still. I mean, I'm not going to say like I like got it figured out because
Yeah.
there are definitely confusing times ahead of me, but
That's real.
definitely once you know your worth and you realize like it's you like just realize that you like what you deserve, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that you've
You
kind of figured out your self-worth at this point?
yeah, I think
What's what's like the way in which that you figure that out?
I honestly I think the easiest, oh, it's not that easy obviously because it'll make you go through some tough times,
Yeah.
but a heartbreak, bruh.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has to go.
You have
Like
to have that one.
you can tell when people haven't been through a heartbreak.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
I get it, at least. You
they
can,
seem not yeah, I'm trying to think of some people and they kind of seem like real naive
yeah.
and like almost immature. Like I've had like a homie who dated a girl. I don't think she had any previous boyfriends. Her parents still took care of her. She was in college and she was like in a sorority, and she would be like complaining about stuff. She's like, I gotta pay all this stuff for my sorority, and her parents paid for her rent, her car, her phone, her insurance, like her groceries, everything. And I was like, you have absolutely no room to complain for anything. You're paying for stuff like a luxury.
Yeah.
Like sororities and fraternities, you don't need to be in that. I feel like
Yeah.
I think it's just weird in general for people to join those, but like if you do, I feel like it's just you're buying like friends and like status, but
True, yeah.
like she was complaining about stuff like that and I was like, bro, pay all your bills and then you can complain.
God damn, bro, I couldn't imagine.
And even then, like I don't know. I don't like I've been a complainer for a long time. I feel like my whole life. I think I kind of got it from my mom, low key. I don't want to blame her, but like, I like when I'm like in a situation where I'm with her, I can just observe in her, and she's like always complaining about something. I'm like, Mom, come on, bro. I get it though. She's got a lot of shit going on, but like, I kind of learned that habit. And as I got older, I would hear my friends, and I would complain in a way that made it seem like I was joking, but I actually was actually just complaining low key. And people would be like, bro, why are you complaining so much?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of do complain a lot low key. And so I've been trying to really break that habit. Like, even in shitty situations like my job, I hate that fucking place, bro. I hate working there. But like, I try to do the best with what I got because I'm only 22. I got lots of life ahead of me. And this is just where I'm at right now. Like, this is not my forever job. And that played a big role into why I was complaining is because like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, I'm replaceable and these people don't care. Like, things like that. So I kind of feel you on that. But kind of going back to the heartbreak thing, like, I think that's definitely important. Is there anything else that you think people should figure out? Like, another important aspect of their life?
I mean, there's a lot. There really is. Like, there's a lot you gotta learn.
What's something that you want to try to figure out while you're in your 20s? Finances, relationship, career.
What I want to do, probably, because I still don't know. I'm still
yeah.
on edge. I don't know if I want to stay in or because I'm like, by the time this contract's over, I'll be like 7.5 years in.
Golly, bro.
So
you'll be what, 25, 26?
20.
Right?
26.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas of what you'd want to do as of now?
Well, I mean, I'm already in the medical field, so I mean, that's always an option, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's not something that really I
Interest
see
you anymore.
myself doing for
I
a
feel
long
that.
time. But other than that, I'm not sure. I I do want to finish school, but that's another thing. My degree that I'm working on is in health sciences.
Yeah.
So
And
I
you're
mean,
already
and I'm
are
already
you kind of
close to
far along?
finishing.
Oh, really? Oh shit.
I think I have like 3 more classes that I have to take.
Damn, bro.
Actually, I think it's 5. I have 5 classes to take, but
Yeah.
the classes through the military are so easy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I bet.
dumb easy, bro. Dumb
And you
easy.
do them online?
Yeah.
Mm.
There's no finals, there's no like
Are you serious?
midterm tests. No.
It's just like test through the.
It's an 8-week course, and you there's like an assignment at the end of the week
What
or
the
due
heck?
by like the Monday,
Yeah.
coming Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's it.
Damn.
The whole 8 weeks, bro.
That's wild, bro. That's kind of crazy.
You might have like a midterm, not or like an essay 4 weeks, and then at the end of the class, like the 8th week.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it's
Yeah, I feel you.
there's really
I
it's
feel
too
like
easy.
a good way for people to figure out kind of their careers is to, I guess, like try stuff out low key. Figure out what you don't like. It's kind of hard to figure out what you do like, but if you can figure out what you don't like, you'll then avoid those things. Like as
Yeah.
long as it's not like you're just trying to avoid it because it's like you don't want to step out of your comfort zone, but more like I just genuinely don't like this. Like
Yeah.
for me, I've had quite a bit of jobs, honestly, within the past like year. With my car being out last year, I hopped around from job to job. Like I worked in construction, worked at a car wash, and then I moved to New Jersey to go to work at a country club, and then now I'm working like at Amazon. So like literally, I feel like with jobs, like I figured out what I don't and do like. One thing I don't like is like a shitty boss. Like that shit, that's bad, bro. Or inconsistent schedule.
Yeah.
No benefits. Like it's kind of hard to find benefits being young and not having an actual career, but it is possible. Like it's harder for sure, but that's important to me because like I don't have the money to be paying for me to go to like therapy or like to go get my back checked or my arms or whatever. I have like an injury, especially if I'm doing stuff like Amazon, bro. Like that's not good. So that I think that's kind of what I would say really is like just figure out what you don't like, because that is easier, I feel like, than than what you do like, because you can figure out what you're complaining about and be like, yeah, I don't really like that kind of stuff. So that's what I think.
Yeah. I think another thing too, when I think about if I get out and the job I'd have on the civilian side is like definitely time off. Because
Oh yeah,
some of my friends, bro, they're working
all the time, every day,
bro, and literally it's crazy because that's probably one of the biggest things I think about. Like I factor in whenever I'm thinking about getting in or staying out, or not getting out, but getting out pretty much. We get 30 days a year of leave, bro. You don't have to use them, but like
yeah,
that's more than
and you
likely
still get
not
paid
happening
technically
anywhere
while you're
else.
gone, right?
Yes,
I guess.
Yes,
Wow.
you get a normal check.
It's a lot of time. Yeah, I don't think it's like that for people at jobs. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I've been working for Amazon about 5-6 months. I think I had like 20 hours of PTO, which is essentially like 2 days. So out of the time I've been working, I mean, I only work like 4 or 5 days out of the week. So it's not too bad, but like it's still very labor intensive, and that shit adds up, bro, real quick. So I definitely feel you on that. Having that time off like is kind of important. All right, I asked Andy this last podcast. Is there a number, like if you're with a girl, is there a number of like bodies that she can have that's like is there a line for that, you think? Or I guess for you?
Definitely, yeah.
You think so?
Definitely.
Really? Tell me about that. How many bodies is too many bodies?
I think double digits starts to bother me, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa.
What? How? Like you're talking about like 20 or less?
No, like at 10, bro.
Really?
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, 10.
But I think 20s is where it's like.
So what if you meet a
I
girl
feel
and that
like
was
that's
just in
all.
her past though? Like, what if she's like, I just had a phase, but I realized like that's not what I wanted. I was just going through bad times. Like I had a bad breakup, and I was just bitter and resentful. And what if everything else is good about her?
What are you
She
asking
left it behind.
if I could fuck with her or if I
Yeah,
could
like if you found
make
out,
it long
if you
term?
found out about that, like, is that gonna be like a deal breaker? Or you think you get past it, or is it just like too many, and you're just like, yeah, I don't know about all that.
That's tough to say. I feel like it depends on the girl.
Yeah, that's real.
I feel like it'd be more situational, but more than likely, I think that's a.
There's
I
a
think
number
that's
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I think my opinion. I told Andy that to me, I don't know if there's a number. I can't think of a number. Of like because I don't have many myself. Like, I'd hope my partner doesn't as well. But if she does, I hope it just be in the past kind of thing. But if it's like I don't
Yeah.
know. But if it's like crazy numbers, I'm just like ugh, like
Yeah.
oh my gosh. But at the same time, like I
Yeah.
said, I think it's more just shows like to me like what were you doing to have
We're probably just lost, bro.
X amount of
Just lost.
numbers like
that's another thing too. Like
what were you doing in your life? You couldn't find anything else to do that was
Yeah.
productive.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the thing too, because they could be doing that. Like I feel like a girl could do that and be looking for like something real, but just keep getting played, and then like
through the
before you know
really?
it, yeah, you could be at like double digits or 20s, like over a span of time, definitely. But if you're out there just going for that, then that's.
Do you think with
that's
20? You think
where-
with 20 bodies she'd be looking for somebody?
I think that it depends on over
That's a lot of people.
the amount of time
Let's see. Let's say she started having sex at 18,
and by what.
bro. In 10 years, I mean, she had at least 2 bodies every. So let's say all her relationships lasted 6 months. To me, it's like, why are you still trying to hop into relationships if they're not really working? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm setting up the argument here,
Yeah.
but like, why are you still like? I don't know. That to me is all like a quote unquote red flag. Is like, why are you trying to hop in a relationship after relationship after and they're all failing? They may,
Yeah.
I mean, it may be all the dudes, but then it's like, how many people
Yeah.
are you not with at this point to realize like maybe it's you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of a lot of people.
Very well. There's a lot of fucked up guys out here, so it very well like the chances of it being either of them.
That's real.
Is
You think
It's-
guys or girls get more bodies like nowadays?
girls, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
See,
I think
from girls,
it's like asking if it's easier for guys.
girls will say that it is. I've heard some girls say that it is easier for men
Most
to get
girls
bodies.
literally just have to make an effort, and a dude will be like, not
I think girls
every
are just
dude,
naturally
not
like
every-
attractive though.
yeah.
Like most dudes are not. Most dudes are like decent on average, like average looking dudes. No dudes are like
Yeah.
out here like good looking as fucking. And those dudes are getting girls for sure. But like, average dudes like me, and you, we're not just going out like, all right, there's one tonight, and then tomorrow, all right, here's another one. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
easy, bro. There's no way. Like, I gotta see these. I gotta
But
meet
the
these
average
dudes to figure out what they're
looking girl,
doing.
like, I feel like a girl as equally attractive as us would be like, it would be easier for her than it would for us. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel that too. Like in the past when I was with different girls, their DMs be flooded, bro. Flooded. You'll never get a DM from a girl saying, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? Let me get your snap." That shit does not happen. That is rare.
Snapchat.
I've had. Let me think, bro. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 girls shoot their shot at me before,
Yeah, I mean,
and one was like through like my comment section. She was like saying like, "You're so attractive." So like that was that, and then I think another one was maybe like another girl like swiped up and said like you're hot or something. That shit is rare, bro, for me. Like I mean, I also don't have a lot of people on my shit, but like for girls, I feel like daily you're getting DMs by somebody, even if it's some fucking weirdos. Like they're getting DMs,
Yeah.
dog.
I feel like it's, I don't know. it's weird over social media. I think I like even with Tinder, it's not the same as like
Have you
going
used
out
Tinder
and seeing
before?
a girl. I have.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never
I had
used any
Tinder.
of that shit.
I had it when I just got to Fort Benning.
Mhm.
When I just got to Georgia.
How was it? Was it like what people
Bro, the
say?
area sucked.
Oh, really?
I mean,
it was
the-
ass.
I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't me, but the area was kind of
Were the-
trashy.
was
and most
it-
of the females were in the military too, so like
Oh. You think was it more like sexual type shit, or were they trying to get in a relationship?
that's more that it was definitely more sexual and trying to have something like
Just real quick.
something serious, like meet
Mm.
someone to hang out with and chill and like, you know,
Yeah, I feel you.
have a relationship. It was more of like, nah, like just smashing and
Ah, shit.
calling it quits, Bruce.
This kind of brings me into my next question here. I asked Andy this as well, but do you think casual sex is okay for people to engage in?
I mean, definitely. I don't see an issue with that.
Okay, why?
I mean, and then I mean, I consider I don't know where I am religiously. I think that's something I also want to figure out too, obviously.
Yeah, that's a
But
good. That's a good point.
but even still, I feel like that's not an issue. As long as you're not cheating on someone or like doing someone dirty.
Yeah. Wait. So, what is casual sex in your?
Just like maybe just like a fuck buddy, I guess.
Ah,
That's what I
okay.
would see it as.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so I've gotten like different answers from people, so I'm always curious. Like, to me, casual sex is more like, I guess, somebody you're not really like exclusive with. So it could be one night stand, friends with benefits, like someone you hit up, every once in a while and be like, yo, what you doing? Like, come through type shit. So, do you think casual sex is healthy for people?
I don't think it's not healthy. I'm not gonna say that it is healthy.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's not healthy. I mean, that's like, it's not the same thing. But one of my cousins, he drinks a lot. He goes out and he drinks a lot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. I don't know why. He's like,
he doesn't like what, casual sex?
No, drinking. Like,
but
it's
he
not
still keeps
the same thing, but it's kind of the same thing. He doesn't like that he drinks a lot, so like I guess it just depends on the person, because like he's well off, he's got his own things, he's like making a good living, and he's like, it seems like he's doing well, but he's like he's like fighting demons trying to get over drinking.
Yeah,
because that's just something that I guess he just sees as an issue. So
right.
I mean, I guess it just depends on the person, like
what they see as an issue.
Yeah. Because I mean, if I was in his spot, I'd be doing it too. And it's not like he's like drinking alone or like going crazy whenever he drinks. He just his friends will invite him out and he'll go have
Yeah, I feel you.
He'll be.
So it just depends, I guess, on their perception of it, maybe.
Yeah. I don't think I could see an issue with it though.
Yeah, I feel you.
Personally.
Can it just be casual? The sex between people?
I think so.
You don't think people get like attached, like,
I think more than often
with no strings attached, like
probably gets attached. And especially if like one of those one of them ends up getting like cuffed up, then the other person's like hits them up, and then you're like, damn, like,
yeah, see, that's
you're definitely gonna feel away because you lost that. But no, I think
you said that someone always gets attached.
Not always, but
majority of the time.
I think, yeah,
really,
a lot of the times people do.
So like you can't really take away that emotional intimacy, you think, or you can? You can divorce it from a relationship.
I think you can if I mean, there's some situations where both people are like, both people know that they're not looking for nothing right now. I think in those situations, more than likely, it's not gonna have any other like it'll kind of exclude the feelings and everything, like a little bit deeper than just messing around. But
yeah, I feel you. See, for me, I always feel like I haven't really seen any like I don't have any anecdotal evidence, people that I've known or known of who've been able to do it just to do it. Someone always seems to get attached, or it always seems like someone's trying to fulfill like a void. Which, I mean, if you're trying, I think if you're, I don't think it even has to be sex, but if you're trying to fulfill some sort of void through other means rather than yourself, I personally just think that that's kind of like a recipe for disaster, low key.
Yeah, like that time when I was talking to that girl and you were literally telling me, you're
Yeah.
like, don't do
was
it,
like, get
Jay.
attached, bro.
You're like, you're being too friendly. Back off. It's
Yep.
gonna get. It's. You were literally
And what
telling me
happened,
that it
bro?
was gonna get worse.
She literally was
I was
on your
like,
shit the whole time, bro.
I just didn't
And
listen.
then you.
But that's the thing for me.
She
There
was
was
all
no
mad,
strings
too.
attached.
Yeah.
But
For you, yeah.
yeah.
But for her,
And that's another thing. She kept telling me that it was like she's fine and
she
she
wanted to
didn't
keep
care.
you around though, which makes
But
sense.
yeah.
Like if you like somebody, I mean, you've been there before. You know, like you want someone to like, you want them to stay, so
Yeah.
you'll kind of put up with shit that you probably shouldn't
Yeah.
because you don't want them to leave. You know,
Yeah.
because you like them or whatever it is. So have you? Well, I guess we answer that. So you have engaged in casual sex before? Do you ever feel like used after doing it, or using them maybe?
I felt in that situation. I felt like I was using that girl because I knew that she was looking for something.
Yeah.
Or she wanted something that wasn't there. So, but that's kind of on my fault. That's another thing that sucks too, is that like you can't, it's hard to do that and not be like, not even a gentleman, but like respectful, like, or
You're saying like have sex
Like-
with her respectfully?
yeah,
what you mean?
I can't be like, all right, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like that's just not who I am. So most of the time we would end up chilling, or I'd be like, you want to go grab food or something? I'd make it. I feel like that's where it ruined it because it wasn't.
It's given
just
that's like mixed signals, low key. In
I
a
didn't
way.
think so though, because I was very straightforward when I was telling her these things. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for nothing right now. But
Yeah, but saying it and doing it is a little bit different, you know.
yeah, but still,
Yeah, I feel that there was a girl that I was having casual sex with. It sounds so corny to say it that way, but but it was like one of my first times. This is like kind of, I have a lot of humility, so I don't mind saying shit like this. But I asked her after we were done. I was like, so is it? Because I knew she had a lot of bodies, and I was like, so is this kind of how it is? Like, what do we do after? She was like, I don't know. She's like, I just kind of hang out with them and rub on them and talk to them and stuff, and then I leave. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we did that, but like low key, I didn't really want her there anymore. I was like, I kind of want you to leave, low key. Like I don't really want to talk to you. Like, why are you here? And
That's
like, it was just a bad time. Like, I didn't enjoy it, and I don't. I mean, it's weird because like it's very like weird time for me. So like, I didn't really want to do anything, but I would still hit her up to do it, and part of me felt like I used her, but then a lot of times I felt like I was being used because like I knew she had been like a low key knew she had been around with a lot of dudes, and she kind of does this, but like I don't know, it just kind of weird experience for me. I didn't really enjoy it, and I definitely won't be doing that shit because it just
I remember, bro.
it just didn't fulfill me, bro. It was like I don't know. It just wasn't good. Like I didn't like anything about it really.
Yeah, that's why it depends on the person, bro. I mean, a lot of guys would enjoy that, but
You think a lot of these people who do enjoy casual sex, you think they've been in like long-term relationships?
I mean,
Because it's different, right? I would say it's different when you're with somebody for a while.
yeah,
Like, sex is a lot different.
being alone. I mean, everything's different. I mean,
You have like an emotional
that's why you get out of a relationship and you say you're free. It's different, but it's completely different.
I
So
feel you on that.
yeah,
This is a good question. When and why do you think that people are more open to the idea of casual sex nowadays? You think it's like kind of been that way for a long time? Or-
yeah. I feel like it's social media, bro. Everybody's like, fuck dudes.
Oh, the
Dudes
women.
ain't shit.
That is a common thing,
Females
bro.
ain't shit. They're for the streets. Like everything, it's becoming more toxic. So, I mean, I feel like it's just becoming the way things are. Everybody feels like everyone's out to hurt them, and
So they're just trying to get like ahead of the curve, kind of. So they don't get hurt. They rather just.
yeah, that's another thing too. People just assume that they're gonna fuck you over. So I mean,
It's like a lack of trust.
yeah,
No, that is a common theme. I always see that, and I always like kind of wondered. It was like the girls who were always saying that shit, fuck men and fuck this and fuck that. It's weird because then they'll be getting mad about the men, but they're choosing these men.
yeah,
Like
those are the
they'll keep
females that
looking in the
choose
same
these
place and shit, bro. I'm like,
sorry ass dudes.
I'm like, bruh, but you're picking them though. Like
yeah,
you should be learning from your relationships, not like fucking with them and then get right back into the same kind of
Yeah.
relationship. Like that
like
shit
most
doesn't
of
make
the
any
time,
fucking
those females are the ones that pull dudes who are currently in relationships,
sense.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're gonna
Change
be
him
the
or
one
something.
for the guy, and he does the same thing he's been doing, literally did whenever you met him, and
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
and now fuck every dude because of that guy or those guys that
That's real.
like what do you expect?
Yeah. I don't know. Those
You
girls
can't-
are kind of wild to me, bro. I feel like that's had a lasting effect. Like for me, it seems like there's like this idea that men, and I'm sure there are, but men are like always beating down on women, right? Like in terms of like this, what do they call it? Like a patriarchy
you
or
know, like
something.
mentally or physically or
I mean, there's always like this idea that they're oppressed by men. I feel like that's a common theme. Like they're like men are like they're always blah blah blah, like in control and this and that. But I feel like through all that, the women have like now turned the roles and they're like masculinity is like a bad thing, right? And it's always being redefined every day. It seems like by women. But when a man tries to define femininity, they lose their shit, bro. You can't do that. But for us, oh, that's toxic. You're doing that. You're toxic masculinity, bro. Like, what the fuck is a man supposed to be? Like, how are y'all gonna define what it is for a man? That's like the exact same thing that they don't like. Is like, well, what if I had said that about a woman? Yeah, my woman, like my body, my choice. Like, yeah, that's real. So why the fuck are you telling me how I should be as a man? Like, I feel like that's been a common theme, and honestly, I feel like that's kind of affected me growing up. Like it kind of made me like think that being masculine was like wrong, and so like I would like, I don't know.
It's all social media, bro. Everything
Yeah.
they're pushing.
It's a strange
nowadays,
world to live in, bro.
It's terrible.
That's why I really don't even like get on social media. I think I've been doing that for the past like almost 2 years now. But I'll delete social media for months and months at a time, and then I'll come back and be like,
yeah,
I didn't really miss anything. Like I don't know, bro. When you leave social media and you live in the real world, things are not the way they make it seem on social media at all.
Yeah.
It's not the same at all.
if most of these people just put their phone down,
They're bored, bro. They ain't got no problems. So they're focusing on problems of the world. Like, bro, take on your own problems first, and then look at the world and see what's wrong with it. Because I guarantee, if you look within, you're gonna find a hell of a lot more problems that you probably should attend to.
bro, that's another thing. People are trying to find like an issue with everything, dude.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Yep.
The cereal box the cereal that you're eating,
Yeah.
it's
There's a problem with everything,
giving you
though.
cancer.
That's how everything is, though. There's a risk and
Your
a
dog.
reward with everything.
everything, bro. They find something wrong with everything, bro.
This dude Lola right now is going crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a new guest. Welcome Lola to the podcast, everyone. How you doing, Lola? Lola, how old are you? Tell us about your life.
Breathing heavy.
Yeah, she just does whatever she wants, I guess.
How old is she?
Lola is
3 now? 2 or 3?
no, Lola's like 5 or 6, bro.
No way. Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
God. I thought she was the same age as Samira.
Nah, she's a little old. Lola's a grown woman.
Old head.
You could say. Let me see what we got.
She's like, rub my belly.
Oh, what the
belly
hell are
button.
you doing?
Her Just chilling.
You have any awkward stories from like school, like middle school or high school? Any things that you look back on and you're like, damn, bro, that really happened?
In like
Any situation in like school at all?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think one time, bro, I was in class taking a test. It was like a star test, and I was sleeping, dog. And I just remember like laughing in my sleep, and so I laughed like I had my head on the desk, and I was like, sleeping or whatever. I remember laughing, bro, like kind of loud, and it's like weird because everybody's taking their test, right? Like nobody's doing anything. We're just all testing for like the next 4 or 5 hours. And I remember like getting up. Like I didn't even want to even get up, bro. I was just laying like this. Like I was just like, I don't even want to get up and look around to see if people heard me laughing, bro. Like it was kind of loud. And so I just played it off until the class ended. But I don't know if people heard it or like what, bro. But that shit was kind of weird. There was also this girl I dated in high school, or middle school. And I was so shy, bro. So awkward. And like over text it was cool, but I had this weird idea that it was weird to talk to people in person if you texted them. Like I wouldn't text people like throughout the day. I was like, nah, what if I see them, bro? Like we just texted, like that's weird, bro. You can't talk to them now. So like I thought that shit was weird, but this girl, she wanted to walk to class together. And bro, man, I just remember she put me on a spot. Like it was always the same shit. Like, where you going? Like, I know where you're going, bro. We had this conversation like every day. And so we're like walking. And this time I couldn't think of anything to say. I just blinked and we were just walking and I just had my face like wide open. I was just like, my eyes wide. And I was like, she's like, are you going to say anything? And I was like, I don't know what to say. And we're just walking and it's like a minute or two walk. And she's like, well, you gonna say something? Like, just put me on a spot. And I was like, it's just making everything worse for me. And I was just like, fuck, bro, I don't know what the fuck to say. That relationship didn't last that long, I think, probably for that reason. But
You always gotta
that shit was, I just didn't know what to say, bro. It was so awkward. I thought everything was weird and like, I don't know. Now it's like, I could think of some shit off rip, but like,
yeah.
back then, bro, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, what do I tell her? So you don't have any stories?
Weird, bro.
Anything you think of?
Not that you think of, bro.
What are some I don't really like this, but I don't really believe in red flags, but what are some red flags for you when it comes to like dating?
Kevin, if she listens to Kevin Gates, bro.
Oh my god.
If she listens to Kevin Gates, I'm out. I'm disappearing.
Why is that, bro?
Just the type of females that listen to that.
What type of females listen to Kevin Gates?
I'm just having a headache just thinking about it.
God damn it.
They're just headaches, bro. Just
What are some other red flags, Brody?
I don't know. I'm very nonchalant, so I don't really. Not many things will get to me, honestly. So, not many red flags for me. For me, it's just. I mean, if I find you attractive, and then, like, you're not like, just weird, I guess. But,
What are the top 5 qualities you look for in a girl then? Like, what are some things that she has to have?
I don't know, bro. I'm cuffed up right now, so it's.
What is some things that she got that are like?
I mean, she got to be mature. That's for sure. That's probably one of my biggest.
What's number 1? What's at the very top?
So if I find you attractive, you like. That I think being mature is up there. Like maybe number 1.
Number 1, really? Maturity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, because
There's bro.
There are things that like we're both adults, so I don't think there's some things that we just shouldn't be dealing with as adults. So
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, yeah.
I think being mature for sure.
What else, Brody?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. Being able to, I like a female who's like doing good on her own. I guess I can.
Kind of like independent almost.
Yeah. Being independent. Uh, I mean, I guess it just makes me feel better, honestly.
Knowing that she's
Knowing
got her
that
stuff together a
You
little
don't
bit.
gotta rely on me. Like you'll be good on your own. Like, cause then if you know like I've been in relationships where either like a female is dependent on me, and you feel like there's definitely a difference. You feel like she's not just there because she depends on you. You feel like
Because she like wants to
she
be there.
genuinely wants to be there. So
Yeah, that's a good feeling for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I can kind of relate to that
even,
too.
like she can like literally leave whenever she wants, but you know, still be chilling. But
So we got what is that number 2?
yeah,
Okay, so maturity, independence.
she can't play with rocks, bro. Rocks are another red flag.
Play with rocks?
Yes, like be into like
Oh,
You know what I'm
fucking
talking-
zodiac signs and shit, dog.
yeah. No, that's a red
God,
flag.
those are
Definitely.
fucking dumb, bro. I hate that shit.
Nah, if I see rocks,
I
I'm
hate
going
that,
hose
bro. That
out
shit is annoying as fuck.
immediately.
Cause they start asking that offer, "What's your zodiac sign?" What the fuck does it matter, bro? You gonna put me in a box,
man.
and then they don't even
Turn
talk
around.
to you, bro. They're like, "Oh, you're a Cancer." Oh, my last was a Cancer. No, I can't fuck with you, bro. Like,
Let me see what Google says.
yeah, no, that shit is
That
dumb
shit
to
is
me,
nuts,
bro. That's like, it's crazy. Like, y'all don't want to believe in religion or God, but you'll believe in some rocks and zodiac signs, bro, that are generalized as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think any dude likes that. When dudes hear that shit makes me mad. And if a dude likes that, he's lying. He's capping to get some poon. Easily, bro. Easily, bro.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I feel you. Okay,
red
so
flag.
number 3, rocks. She can't fuck with no rocks.
It's a red flag. That's a red flag.
That's a big red flag for my boy.
I don't know. I'm not really a deep person either, so that's
What do you mean you're not a deep person?
like, I mean, obviously, I want to get to know her. I'm gonna be with her forever, or I plan to.
Yeah.
I'd want to get to know her, like some of your favorite things to eat, like more general things, but and I mean even deeper things. But like, I don't want to sit. There are like I've been with females that want to sit there and like just talk about like
Deep
they're like
conversations,
they're
they
like
get into the
fake
weeds
deep
and shit.
things, yeah. And that's never been for me, bruh. I can't. I like
Why do you think-
chill, I
why do you
like
think
to
that is,
enjoy my
bro?
Time. I don't know. I feel like I don't like arguing either. So like obviously relationships are gonna have arguments, but
Right.
I hate arguing over little shit. Like I'll literally stop. It's probably more toxic than it is beneficial to the relationship, but I'll
What, arguing?
no
not
not arguing. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I would
like
probably say
honestly,
so.
I just cut out. I'm like, all right, I can't keep talking about like I can't keep arguing about this. It's pretty dumb. Like
Would you say that little things are important, though, in the relationship like that?
definitely getting an understanding like of those things. Like it could be anything, just how your partner does fucking their laundry, how they like to
Yeah.
keep the house clean, or
Because those things add up over time, you know?
yeah,
Like the
definitely.
same shit every day.
Definitely wouldn't it? Like so yeah, it's definitely important to be like, hey, that's something that kind of bothers me, but to argue over those things,
Mhm.
I don't see a point. Like that's something you could but I mean, just because you say those things, it kind of goes both ways, because just because you say, hey, that's bothering me, doesn't mean
It'll get
it's
fixed.
done.
Yeah, I think it does take time. Living with somebody is a hell of a lot different than just being with them, for sure.
Yeah.
Like a hell of a lot different. Like little things. I mean, I'm kind of like OCD a little bit. Like I got shit has a certain like spot and place in my house, and like if I come home and you're a little messy and you don't clean up after yourself, like even if it's little shit, I'm like what the fuck are you doing? Like you gotta clean this shit up. There's not a lot of space in here. You know what I'm saying? It might be different in a home, but like Here
And
it's
the
like,
funny thing is,
nah. Huh.
every female I've been with is like, I'm cleaner than you. Like, just because you deep clean once a month
Yeah,
doesn't
nah.
mean you're clean, bro. Like, that's nah, bro. Like, I have to deep clean very little because I keep things very
Already
like,
clean, yeah.
yeah. If you keep it clean, you don't have to.
Yeah, I typically clean
if
like
you do,
once a
but
week. So,
very little bit.
and even just throughout the week, I'm always like picking little things up here and there. So, the way that, I don't know. Like, it depends. If I'm like really busy, I can leave shit dirty. I don't like to, but I always know like, all right, well, I'm gonna get back to it when I have time. Like, but sometimes I got, other priorities, so that they kind of just come before that.
Yeah.
And like, kind of like recently, I guess like with doing YouTube, like it's pretty important. So I don't want to like blow it off anymore. Like I just want to do the shit. So like a lot of times in the past, like my house is always spotless clean, like always. But with YouTube, it's like I can't work, come home and then clean, and then eat, and then take care of her, and then like work out or stretch or something, and then on top of that clean, and then like do the videos. Like it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like I don't have enough. I just don't even have enough
There's not
time
enough
for that.
time in the
Yeah,
day for that.
exactly. So you have to like, I have to like allocate certain days to things. Like one day I'll like on Thursdays typically I have meal prep for the whole week, and then I
On
wash
Thursday?
dishes that day. Huh?
On Thursdays, you
Yeah. Well, that's the way my schedule works at work. So I usually work from like
okay.
Friday until Tuesday. So it just makes sense to do it like that. And Thursday I'll clean up a little bit, like the dishes. Tuesday I'll wash the dishes, and then I'll also like wash clothes. And Tuesday's also the cleaning day too. So I have those days, and then Wednesday and Thursday when I'm off. So that way I don't have to do anything like that on Wednesday and Thursday. It's just time for family or working on videos or like something like that. So I try to keep it like balanced and have like a healthy like schedule, I guess. So guess we'll kind of go ahead and wrap it up here. I do have a few other questions, and then I'll let you get going, my boy.
Oh, it's drooling on my leg.
What are your worst attribute, characteristic, weakness, or fault? What is yours?
I think it's that I'm so nonchalant about things. Because I there are things that could be fixed if I just cared a little more to like set time apart for that.
Yeah.
Or time aside.
So basically you just don't have time for it, or you just don't want to
No,
make time for it?
I don't want to. That's honestly that'd probably be it, because even when we are talking about it, I'd be like, if I even felt like it's an argument, I'm like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And then we'd stop, and then that'd become an argument.
Why are we not arguing about?
Not even why are we not arguing, but it's like we were talking, but I thought it was arguing. So,
but it wasn't. Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. So going off of that, what is your best attribute, characteristic, strength, or virtue?
I don't know, man. It's hard to think about that without being like,
well, like too deep or what?
No, not even that, but like,
like boasting.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, what would somebody say about you? They talk about Jake. They're like, oh, Jake is this. Like he's this kind of.
I guess I'm just like I would say good-hearted. I'm good-hearted, I guess I could say.
You believe that, or is that what people would say?
I really do.
What do you think makes you good-hearted?
I mean, in everything you do, you just try to, like, that's one of the things that I think about whenever I want to get out of the medical field, is that, like, on one hand, I don't really enjoy the medical field, but I really enjoy, like, helping people and making people feel better, and, like, getting people the help that they need. Yeah. Trying to, like, because I mean, in the military, you see people who, like, not just physically, but mentally. Like you can tell there's something off, and when you're like in that situation, a lot of people don't know how to help someone who needs like just might need someone to talk to or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's facts.
I think that's one of the best feelings, honestly, being able to help people and like
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
help people.
I feel that. That's real. Is there one thing, if there is one thing that people misunderstand about you most, what do you think it is?
Misunderstand.
Yeah. Yee. What do people misunderstand about you, bro?
I don't even know, man. I feel like I'm not viewed as nothing like crazy, but I feel like I'm viewed as like, I mean, I'm happy with how I'm viewed by like my peers and my family and
Well respected and
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very like playful most of the time. I'm never really too serious
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Like as soon as I wake up, me and my brothers were immediately joking. Well, I say that because now I'm living with my. I mean, I'm not living, but
you're with them.
now that I'm
Yeah.
on leave, I'm staying at my mom's. But even when I'm back home and just waking up, most days me and Carrie don't wake up at the same time. But when we do, we'll both get up and start messing with each other immediately.
I feel you.
Like,
what is one moral rule that you think everyone should abide by?
outside of like the basics, like respecting each other and stuff.
Yeah, just whatever you think, whatever one rule you think, like if you could give one rule to somebody that people should follow, what would it be?
I would say, I mean, not even try to help people, but like just literally just tossing like hey, how you doing? Like, what's up? Tossing
Like when you see like
compliments out.
strangers, or
Yeah, I mean that, but like, I don't know. That's like, I would say help people, bro.
help people.
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, you never know what it could do. You could be
To help somebody, you know,
Yeah.
whenever you can, when the opportunity
Yeah.
presents itself.
obviously like you're not gonna be out here making sure everybody in the world is fine, but
Yeah, that's
but like there's things you can do that just simple things help people out.
what what makes you or what makes us human? What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. We mess up, I guess. That's what we're known for, right?
Making
Messing shit
mistakes?
up. Yeah, making mistakes.
Maybe adapting or something?
Yeah, pretty good at adapting.
That's what makes us human, huh?
I mean, we're kind of dumb though. Yeah, like
We're dumb, but
like
we're
50,
smart.
50 years ago, they were like, we're gonna have flying cars and
Yeah,
shit.
no, that's definitely not a
Look at
thing.
this now.
There might, I mean, I don't know, bro. There's
I mean,
a lot of
it's
new
progress.
technology.
It's
Yeah,
progress, that's for sure, and it's
You got
definitely gonna
electric
keep
cars, that's
speeding
cool.
up. Like,
they drive themselves. That's pretty crazy.
yeah, but
I guess one last question. What are you grateful for today? What's one thing you're grateful for
I mean, live a good life, man.
right now?
Yeah, live a good life.
Anything in specific?
I mean, my family, my friends, I'm healthy. My family's healthy. That was one of the big things that like I grew up like believing in. Like, as long as everyone's healthy, and literally, I would pray that like when I would pray, I used to pray like every night, and
Mhm.
when I would, that would be like one of the last things I always ended off with.
Everybody's healthy.
Yeah, family, friends,
Including
healthy
yourself,
and safe,
yeah.
and then, I mean, outside of that, got a good job, family, friends coming up, doing great things. You're starting to
that's
do
real.
what you want to do.
Hell yeah.
Nice to see after all this time. I haven't known you for that long, but it's
Yeah.
been some years, and you always been talking about this, and it's happening now. So I've known you for some time, and you finally doing what you want, man. It's nice. And then my other friends, job opportunities, doing things that they want to do. It's just nice to see.
That's facts. I guess so. To end it up here, is there anything that you want to talk to the people about? You want to tell them anything? What you got going on? Any final words, thoughts, comments?
I mean, it's nice being on the podcast. Enjoy
Hey,
it.
yes,
We'll
sir.
have to do
Yeah, I
a part 2 or
I
something.
appreciate you coming on, bro.
I mean,
Second podcast guest, so it's all a work in progress. I know there's lots of probably awkward bits, you know, maybe some forced parts, but it's all a learning process, and
yeah.
I'm trying to get better at questioning and I guess like being present in the conversation, and I think that questions definitely can go a long way. So,
Yeah.
kind of the, what do they call it? I guess you're kind of one of the guinea pigs, but we can look back eventually and we'll be like, yo, this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
always, my thing is like, looking back is like, well, at least I did it. At least I tried. Even if it was shit,
Yeah.
hopefully one day I can look back. Hopefully, have a
Yeah.
decent career or something going, an audience or whatever. And look back and be like, it was kind of cringe. It was kind of bad. It was this. It was that. But hey,
Yeah.
I started, and that was the thing that I didn't do for years. Like, I talked
Yeah.
about this since I was like fucking probably like in middle school, and I would have moments where I started and then I would stop, and then now it's like to the point where I started, stopped for a little bit, and then I started a little, and then kept going for a little bit longer, stopped. It just kept getting to that point, and now it's like I'm in a really good like spot with it.
You're consistent with it now.
Now I'm like doing, I think, pretty well. This is the best that I've ever done. Like, recorded the podcast a couple days ago. I released one Monday, had the vlog come out. Another podcast should be out this Monday. Like, the next vlog should be, done by Wednesday. So hopefully, editing all that shit takes a lot of time. I think trying to do 2 channels and shit at once is a lot, but I think it'll be worth it, man. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on, bro. And this has been the second podcast guest. Pretty crazy. I was real nervous to do a lot of these, honestly, for this very reason, because I just thought it'd be too awkward or whatever. But like I said, it's all part of the process and learning.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate you guys checking out the podcast. I think this is episode 5 or something like that. It is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. There's a lot of other ones, so I'll leave them in the description. You guys can check it out. Leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. If you got anything that you want me to talk about, any topics you want to ask Jake, or whatever, if he comes back on, then leave that in the comments, and we'll get to that eventually, hopefully. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys, and this has been another podcast. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Yes, sir.
Finally done it.